What happens when two heavyweight titans step into the octagon? A clash of raw power, speed, and technique. Imagine this: Tom Aspinall, the UFC's rising star, going toe-to-toe with the towering Renan Ferreira, the problema from PFL. What would happen when these two juggernauts collide? Today we're diving deep into the hypothetical showdown of Aspinall versus Ferreira. Who has the edge in power, skill, and determination? Let's break it down. First, let's start with a question. If Renan Ferreira, standing at a towering 6 feet 8 inches, stepped into the cage with the explosive Tom Aspinall, who stands at 6 feet 5 inches, who would you bet on? At first glance, Ferreira's sheer size and reach advantage seem like a deal-breaker. After all, Ferreira has made a name for himself in the Professional Fighters League, PFL, by leveraging that massive frame. But don't count Tom Aspinall out so quickly. In fact, Aspinall's quick rise in the UFC heavyweight division might just be what evens the playing field, or even gives him a slight edge. This isn't just a battle of size and strength, it's a battle of styles. Aspinall is known for his speed and sharp technique, while Renan Ferreira is known for his athletic and fast-rangy solid jabs. These qualities make both of them truly stand out in the heavyweight division. But before we dive into how these two fighters compare, let's explore how they got here. Tom Aspinall, born in Salford, England, grew up around martial arts, training under his father, who is a jiu-jitsu coach. Early on, Aspinall showed promise, not just as a striker, but also as a ground game specialist. What sets him apart in the UFC's heavyweight division? One word: speed. Aspinall's ability to move like a middleweight while packing the punch of a heavyweight makes him a truly unique fighter. In his UFC debut, it took him just 45 seconds to dispatch Jake Collier, showcasing his explosiveness. But that wasn't a one-off. He's been racking up fast finishes ever since. His grappling game is equally impressive. Aspinall's submission victory over former UFC heavyweight champion Andrei Arlovski solidified him as a complete fighter. His ability to finish opponents on the ground makes him a dual threat, a rare combination in the heavyweight division. He doesn't just rely on his fists, he can choke you out too. On the other side, we have Renan Ferreira. At 6 feet 8 inches and 260 pounds, Ferreira is an absolute monster. The Brazilian heavyweight has fought some of the toughest names in the PFL and is known for his knockout power. But Ferreira isn't just a brawler, he's got skill too. Born in the fighting hotbed of Brazil, Ferreira's background in jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai makes him a dangerous opponent at any range. Nicknamed the Problema, Ferreira has the kind of reach that most heavyweights can't handle. And if you think his size makes him slow, think again. Ferreira's striking is as precise as it is powerful. When he lets those long limbs fly, it's a dangerous situation for anyone caught in range. In his PFL career, he scored knockouts that left fans speechless. So, what happens when these two clash? Let's talk about their striking. On the feet, Ferreira's reach gives him an immediate advantage. His long limbs can keep opponents at bay, and if Aspinall tries to close the distance, Ferreira has the power to make him pay. But here's the thing. Aspinall's striking isn't to be underestimated. He may not have the same reach, but he's fast, and his footwork is light years ahead of most heavyweights. While Ferreira might look to maintain distance, Aspinall has the agility to slip inside and land his own bombs. This could be a chess match in the striking department. Remember, Aspinall isn't just quick on his feet, he's accurate. And that's where he could have the edge. Ferreira's power is undeniable. But if he can't hit Aspinall cleanly, then the speed and precision of the Englishman could make all the difference. Aspinall could turn this fight into a striking clinic if he can stay mobile and avoid getting drawn into a brawl. Ferreira, on the other hand, can send Aspinall crashing on the canvas if Aspinall leaps in the way he normally does, without acknowledging the reach of Ferreira. This could easily be a toss-up on who connects first. Now, let's talk about the ground game. Both of these fighters have solid jiu-jitsu, but their styles are different. Ferreira, with his long limbs, is dangerous in scrambles. He can snatch submissions out of nowhere. That said, Aspinall's ground game is just as deadly, if not slight more technical. His submission victory over Arlovski wasn't a fluke. He's a legit threat on the mat. If this fight hits the ground, it's a toss-up. Ferreira could use his size to smother Aspinall, but Aspinall's technique might allow him to sweep or reverse positions. The real question is, who can impose their will on the ground? Aspinall's control in top position could spell doom for Ferreira, but the Brazilian's unpredictability on the ground could turn the tables in an instant. Both men have the tools to win on the mat, but the margin for error is slim. One mistake could be all it takes. It's important to note that both Renan Ferreira and Tom Aspinall have a common foe named Stuart Austin. When comparing Renan Ferreira and Tom Aspinall's encounters with Stuart Austin, we get a tale of two completely different outcomes that reveal a lot about their fighting styles and capabilities. Renan Ferreira, a giant of a man standing at 6 feet 8 inches, faced Stuart Austin at PFL 8 in 2021. Ferreira's physical advantages are immediately apparent. His insane reach, size, and striking power make him a formidable threat for anyone in the heavyweight division. In this bout, he wasted no time. Within 31 seconds, Ferreira unleashed his fury, knocking Austin out in devastating fashion. One of Ferreira's hallmarks is his ability to utilize his massive frame to generate enormous power in short bursts. As soon as he landed a few key strikes, Austin crumbled, and the fight was over almost as soon as it started. This finish showed the kind of raw danger Ferreira brings to the cage. He didn't need much time or room to operate, just a window to unleash his power. His victory over Austin solidified his place as a knockout artist and one of the most dangerous fighters in the Professional Fighters League. Now let's rewind to Tom Aspinall's encounter with Stuart Austin. Aspinall, who at that time was still sharpening his skills in the regional circuit, faced Austin at BAMA 21 back in 2015. Aspinall came into the fight with momentum, known for his technical striking and explosive athleticism, but this time it wasn't meant to be. Despite controlling some exchanges in the first round, Aspinall ultimately fell victim to Austin's grappling game. In the second round, Austin locked in a heel hook, forcing Aspinall to tap. This defeat was an important chapter in Aspinall's journey. It highlighted his grappling vulnerabilities early in his career, but also served as a learning experience, contributing to his development into the fighter we see today. Aspinall has since evolved into a dangerous heavyweight, known not only for his striking but also for his improved ground game. The contrast between these two performances is striking. While Ferreira demolished Austin with his monstrous power in seconds, Aspinall found himself outmaneuvered on the ground. This difference speaks to the strengths of each fighter. Ferreira, the wrecking ball, thrives in chaotic, high-power exchanges. He doesn't give his opponents time to think or adjust. On the other hand, Aspinall's downfall came from the more technical aspects of the fight, specifically in grappling, where he was still developing his skills at that stage of his career. Ferreira's overwhelming power made quick work of Austin, but the loss Aspinall suffered showed his resolve to improve, which he has done impressively since then. If these two were to ever face off, we could imagine a true clash of styles, Ferreira's power versus Aspinall's refined technique. So, who wins this battle of the Titans? If Ferreira can keep Aspinall at bay with his long reach and land that fight-ending knockout blow, he could walk away with the win. But Aspinall has proven time and time again that he can handle pressure. His speed, technique, and diverse skill set make him a real challenge for someone like Ferreira. But here's the thing, Renan seems to have more ways to win. Whether it's outstriking Aspinall by his reach, taking the fight to the ground and using his size to pin Aspinall down, or even securing a submission, but Aspinall's versatility gives him the probability to victory as well. While Ferreira's power and size are intimidating, Aspinall's agility and skill might just be enough to neutralize those advantages. In the end, this would be a fight of inches, where one misstep could determine the outcome. Could Ferreira's sheer force and reach make Aspinall crumble, or will Aspinall's fleet-footed moves and fast onslaught prove too much for the Brazilian giant? That's the magic of this hypothetical fight. The possibilities are endless. One thing's for sure, whether it's Ferreira's power or Aspinall's technique that reigns supreme, this would be an unforgettable showdown. So who do you think would win? Drop your predictions in the comments below. With that being said, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.